Hello there everyone, welcome back, and I am here to do another video on this series called Why Blink is a Great Character, which I did videos on Abby from The Last of Us Part 2 and Julian Albert from The Flash. So for this installment, I'm going to be doing the character of Angel Dust, which this was this new shirt that I got that came in, so I thought it'd be cool to wear this shirt for this video. And this character is from this animated pilot on YouTube from BusyPop called Hazbin Hotel. Now, yes, I've done a few videos on this in the past. I did a review of said pilot, and I also did a video on talking about how it got picked up by a big studio, A24, and it's going to be an actual TV show. So if you want to check out any of those videos, that'll be much appreciated. But I mean, there isn't, like, you would think looking at it, there isn't that much to talk about for some of these characters, because there was only a 30-minute pilot and a music video focused on him. So you would think, well, that isn't really that much to really go about why this character is specifically great. But I think upon watching, there's a lot of stuff to really break down and say about why Angel Dust. Yes, Angel Dust is indeed a great character. So I'm going to get right into it. And upon watching the pilot for Hazbin Hotel, I was just blown away by the originality of it. The really, like, in my opinion, I thought the animation was phenomenal. I thought it was great. A lot of people critiqued it and trashed on it. You know how, like, everyone likes to be negative and stuff. I personally really thought it was top notch and really well done. And this character really stood out for me as having a lot of potential, because if you don't know the main plot of Hazbin Hotel, it takes place in hell, and it's about the daughter of, you know, Lucifer, who wants to help demons, you know, instead of, because every year there's an extermination where the angels from heaven come and, you know, exterminate them because of overpopulation, you know, to like free up the slots in hell for more people, you know, when they go down there. So instead of them all just being wiped out every year, she was hoping to start a hotel to rehabilitate them, you know, make them go good, and see if there's a way for them to get into heaven after they landed at hell. Which, on a premise like that, and from where the setting takes place all, it's pretty obvious that this isn't for kids. Like, it's for like a mature audience. There's lots of swearing, there's cursing, lots of interesting references and stuff like that in the show and universe. So take that with a grain of salt, you know, when you go in to watch this, if, you know, if you're interested. And a lot of the main characters have interesting professions. Like this one here, Angel Dust, he, let's just say, I won't really dive too much into it, but he has an adult profession. I'll just leave it at that. And it really does tie into like why I think this character has a lot of potential to be great, because upon like seeing him at first, like, he seems like everyone else down there, really bad person, really all about themselves, really, you know, a jerk, stuff like that. Like, for example, one of the main plot points in here is you first, like, after like a song intro with the main character, you get introduced to him, and he goes and participates in this turf war with a friend of his, and it basically, what it causes that is like different overlords and demons trying to take over land for themselves, and, you know, a lot of people end up dying, and, you know, it's like one of those big action type set pieces that goes on, which was at a really bad time, because the main character is trying to promote the hotel and say, we have this person who has a history of, you know, not being the best and stuff like that. So that just really went against what they were like, oh, see, we rehabilitated him, he's our first test subject and it's going great, and then it sees him in this battle. So it was, and it led to one of my favorite scenes in that pilot, which was the limo scene where he's confronted by Charlie and Charlie's girlfriend Vaggie, who was not a fan of what he, how basically he made a fool of them and embarrassed them for their idea on live TV. That scene was pretty hilarious, and a lot of people were saying, like, because a lot of his lines and a lot of saying, because he is an LGBT character, he is gay, so there's a lot of, speaking of that, there's a lot of representation in the show, which I think is pretty cool, because there isn't really a lot of that in a lot of shows. And like for this, I think pretty much all the main cast in a way is either LGBT in some sort of way. So I think that's kind of cool for those demographics to have characters, you know, that are what they are. So I think that's really cool. You know, different perspective, showing a different sense of people, you know, instead of everyone just being straight or something. So I think that's kind of cool. And like a lot of people were like, well, a lot of the dialogue and how he acts and stuff is really stereotypical, and I don't like how that's portraying the LGBT audience and all, which, I mean, me personally, like, I'm not part of that or anything, but I didn't have a problem with how he's portrayed, because, like, it is 30 minutes, so there is a lot of stuff that they put into it for you to digest and consume while watching, so there's a lot of information thrown at you. But I thought, like, he was my favorite character in it because he was really funny. He was, like, every time he was on screen, it was really entertaining. But they throw hints of he isn't all about that. Like, when he's, like, you know, joking around stuff when they go back to a place, it shows that, you know, the main character is really sad and all about being embarrassed and stuff like that. And he shows, like, in this one picture, which I know some other people have done videos on this, have shown, he shows that he felt bad and he does care. It's just he doesn't really know how to show it and stuff and how to express it. So there were some seeds hinted there at that, but which of course throughout all that, that's a lot of the from the pilot aspect of this his character. But the main thing that gives a lot of depth to him and really shows so much potential for him as a character going forward is in the music video called Addict. Which, let me just say, the song's really great. I really like it. Like, I listen to it a lot. And it really, like, adds and builds so much to him because it shows, like, basically how his everyday life is. Like, he performs at this club, and he has this pimp that basically owns him and treats him horrible and stuff like that. Which, again, like, it's really heavy stuff that this show and this universe is going to be diving into, which I find really interesting. And it just shows, like, if a character like this who has all this turmoil and all this inner trouble and stuff like that, if a character like this can be redeemed, like, I think that's really cool. That it really shows that anyone, no matter how far down the spiral of depression and craziness and all this stuff, like, no matter how far down, there's still a chance for you in some capacity. I think that's kind of cool and a pretty interesting, nice message that, like, even though you do horrible stuff and all, like, you can change for the most part. I mean, I know a lot of people have done horrible stuff in history and stuff, and there isn't really a chance for them to really change, I'd say. But you get what I'm trying to say, right? I know I sounded kind of confused with how I worded some of that, so I do apologize, but I'm just giving you my thoughts on this character in particular. And there's lots of, like, potential, like I've said, because I just think that going forward, I think this character's gonna, especially with storylines and all, because I hear they're gonna introduce a lot of his family members, which he's estranged from. He doesn't really hang out with them or anything in the show. There's probably gonna be conflict with him and his boss. That should be really interesting. Maybe there's potential for a love interest for him at the hotel, which I think would be really cool. Because they plant seeds in the pilot, and like maybe his friend, he can get his friend that helps him and all, like, he confides him with his troubles and stuff. Maybe he could help her get redeemed as well. So, like, there's more potential for him once he gets redeemed to help others as well. So there's just lots of potential for this character, and a lot of people, from what I've seen, don't like him because of some of the stereotypical stuff he says, how he acts, how he, you know, like, stuff like that, how they say that's not good for representation and all. But I'm like, I mean, why do people have to always pick a fight and stuff with this type of stuff? Like when people were complaining for a while that there wasn't a lot of representation in this department, and they have it, and this show is trying to do that with different characters being part of the community and all, and everyone's complaining saying that they aren't how I envision them to be, which it's kind of defeating the purpose. Like, this is their interpretation, and these are different, unique characters. Not every character is going to be the same and act the same. So just keep in mind. And also, they are all in hell, so they aren't all supposed to be great, nice people. They're going to be pretty bad. But you can see that they're still, like, they still have human elements to them, and they feel real, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you can see that there's going to be a lot of conflict with a lot of these characters going forward, especially this one. This one has so much depth and so much potential. And I know, whoa, you're saying all this just by a 30-minute pilot and a music video, which I get, yes, isn't enough to really say about, but with all of that I said, and how they have a lot of stuff set up and set in, and a lot of potential, all of that and more is why I think that Angel Dust is indeed a great character. So, what'd you all think of this video? I know it was kind of talking about some specific stuff in there, but I do truly love this universe that is being created, and I really do respect the creators, VisiPop, and of course, I can't not mention Michael Korvach. I think I pronounced that right. I do apologize. He did the voice for Angel, and he seems like a really great guy. He seems like a team player, loves playing this character, and you see him a part of like podcasts and stuff about it, so he seems really cool, and he did a great job with the voice work for this character. And I just cannot wait to see more of this, and I'm so glad that A24 picked it up. I really do have to keep an eye out for them now, because that was pretty awesome that they did that. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I know it was kind of interesting, you know, talk about this and that and all that, but I do appreciate it. If you've never heard of Hazbin Hotel, or it doesn't seem like it interests you, I do recommend you give it a check out, because I mean, I wasn't expecting, like, I was like, what is this, when I was recommended it the first time, and I just fell in love with it. I thought it was great. But yeah, definitely check it out. Thanks again for watching this video, and what do you think of Angel Dust from, if you've seen the music video and the pilot? Please let me know down below in the comment section. And is there any characters that you would want to see why Blink is a great character going forward? Please also let that know down below in the comment section. And if you want to hit the subscribe button as well and hit the bell as well to get notified when I upload, that would be pretty awesome. Again, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate every single view and comment that, almost pretty much every single view and comment I get. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.